Hi everybody, it's Chartsky. I hope by now you've already seen the quick review video that I've already done from today, April the 11th. As a part of that video, I told you we were going to show more detailed trades. And so here are all the trades on a great add-on day as they were called and as they were managed in the live trading room. Okay, looking for a fill, and we got it in gold at the SR level. Looking for a fill down here, 52.89. Let's put the order in crude oil. Remember, if it trades back up through 96 again, I'm going to raise the buy up to 52.96. Only 10 ticks in crude oil in. And we're at a good level to buy in the euro. So we can get in at 106.475, right where it is. That's a good level. 106.475. Buying the euro right where it is right now for 16 ticks. And it came down through it, so everybody should be in. So we've got, pop up crude oil to 96 for 10 ticks. So we're in this guy. May have to wait. Give it a little room. I just can't go any higher. I may have missed it in crude oil, but we just can't chase. If we don't hurry up and get a fill, I'm going to turn around and sell crude oil up there at the profit target. Or close to it. I really don't like going in at 96 like this. It's a late entry, very late. But it just didn't pull back. Come on. Come on, come on, one time. No news today, so the markets will rise and fall based on times of day. Big order flow, if we get any big order flow today. 15 ticks is the target in gold, 16 ticks in the euro, and we're only going to go for 10 in crude if we can get a fill here at 96. I'm not willing to give it much more time. I'm about to cancel the order in crude oil. It's hitting on us. I'm going to take crude oil off. Take it off. If anybody got filled, scratch or take a tick target. I'm going to turn in sell 04 up here. I just don't think it's got much of a push up in it. So I'm selling crude oil at 53.04. I may just take 10 ticks coming down. In fact, I will. 10 ticks will be the target in crude oil coming down. It's just got a pathetic range like we talked about. All these markets do, but gold's got plenty of room to the upside. So does the euro. Let's hold them and work them. In, not in. Okay, we're okay on all of them. You may want to go in at 53.03, and crude oil might get front run, but I'm going to stick here at 04 because it could poke up as high as 06, 07, I'd say. But it's only going to be worth 10 ticks coming down. That's all there is in the market. You got to look at the market structure. What is price reasonably expected to give? Yes, I think it'll move, but I'm not sure when, and I'm not sure which direction it might spike out. So with this really tiny small range, 10 ticks is a good target. Gold is trying to push up. There's plenty of room to the upside in gold. Let's go to break even in gold. +1 in gold is hitting on the target. And the euro just can't push up yet, can she? Well, I'm going to extend the target in gold 5 ticks, making it a 20-tick trade because it could push up to, or it's likely to push up to 46. I'm sorry, say it again. I'm going to extend the target in gold 5 ticks, or did, because I expect it to push up to 64.6 to 64.7. That's a little hidden resistance up there. If the euro won't hurry up and move, we're going to have to just scratch it. We'll give it just another chance here to push on up. Crude oil is right up close to us. It's going to be 10 ticks on the fill, 10 ticks coming down. 20 ticks is our new target in gold. 15 was there. If anybody got filled, let me know, but I think we ought to be able to get 20 out of it, so let's take it. If you want to reverse up here at 64.6 in gold, that's fine for a quick scalp coming down. I'm not going to do it though. Don't want to overtrade here in the live trading room. Take what the market gives you. Be patient. Wait for your next good setup. We almost had it in crude oil. I feel at 53.04. It's only going to be worth 10 ticks coming down. 20 ticks is the target in gold now. Again, along the line of thought that we're going to take what the market is willing to give, and it should give 20 ticks, so we're going to take 20. Whereas crude oil should only give 10 ticks, so we're going to take 10. It's hitting on us. We got to be careful. All right, that's enough for the euro. I'm going to scratch that trade. It's come under just one too many times for me. Hit on us in crude, and it's no fill. I may have missed it. May should have gone in at 03, where I told you could go in at 03, but I was going in at 53.04. We now need to take crude oil off. Let's take it off. Gold is sitting up there close to us. It's got a couple more ticks left to go. We got to be careful on this euro. If it turns down at all, we're going to have to eat something to get out of it. I hope not. But we'll get back underneath it. I'll buy lower. Definitely in an uptrend. Definitely looking to buy in the euro. Boy, oh boy. Crude oil is just dead, dead, dead. Hitting on us in gold. That's a nice 20 tick trade in gold. I'm still watching this euro though. And there it got up, well, got up through. It's got strength. Remember we talked about the euro's got plenty, gold, got plenty of room to the upside. So practice what you preach. We took 20 out. Still looking to scratch the euro. Put the buy in at 106.450. It's traded through the euro. And I'm going to sell 49.5 in the S&P. We may have to drop it down to 49. Yep, 49. 3-point trade in the S&P on a sell. 16 ticks in the euro if we can get a fill. Got to worry about this SR level. I think it'll slice through. You could get more than 3 points out of this S&P trade. And I'm going to bump up the euro 2 ticks to 460 on a buy. I don't want it to get away from us. All right, we got the euro 16 ticks. All that will be the high of the session. All right, just like we talked about, the upper range here. Well, I tell you, I don't know what's going on with this euro. Sorry about that. I guess I should have marked this guy too, right? S&P's moving good, gold is moving good, and the euro's just not. I'm going to extend the S&P 1 point, make it a 4-point trade. This guy's coming down hard, +1 though. +1 in the S&P, extended to a 4-point target. You can leave it at 3, but it's going to give us 4 or more on this move. just like we talked about in the top-down analysis, there's so much room underneath the S&P, so much room above gold. It's hitting on us. There we go. 4-point S&P trade. So that's the daily profit target plus. Actually, it's the beginning of an add-on day. Plus 15 ticks in gold. Add-on day in progress. Even without crude oil doing anything to help. See if we can get a push up in the euro here. And again, I'll turn around and sell gold at 68 even. I was going to go in at 67.8, but I'm going to go in at 68 even. It's got a strong push up. We got to be careful how we get filled here. 15 ticks coming down in gold. And you know what? Take gold off. It could get through 68. I just saw that. Could be pushing up to about 1270. So everybody should have your orders off in gold by now. This thing's coming up fast and hard, and this is coming down strong. Let's just work this trade. See if it'll push up. Look at that S&P. I thought we'd get more than 4 points out of it. Not really anything underneath it till these double SR levels. But we take what the market's given and always can put on another trade. Alright, gold is ticked up through 1268 and it's just showing strength. We can fade it, but we're not going to fade it here. I'm going to fade it up here at 1270 to 1270.5, so I'll go in at 1270.3. Got a little small zone right here. 1270 to 1270.5. Another little stealth zone. Still waiting on that euro to push up. When it does, it may go nicely. And all this without a single bit of help from crude oil. I tell you, I'm not willing to give this euro very much longer to move. And why? Because it's been dead for 3 hours, or relatively dead. If it turns under our entry, I'm getting out of the euro. As long as it stays above our entry, I'll give it all the time in the world, but I'm not giving it any room underneath. We're doing the S&P. I'm going to fade the S&P's SR levels. 39.25 CSR level there. So I'll jump in front of it at 39.5 on a buy. Remember, I told you it could come way down. Before the session even opened, we said there's nothing but blue sky above gold and above the euro and below the S&P. And crude oil looked awful, and it still does. Now, understand on this S&P trade, it could get down to 23.38. So that'd be 1.5 points of heat. If you want to go in just above 23.38, that's a more conservative entry and a bigger profit target potentially. I'm going to take 39.5, hoping it comes right into me. Buying for a 3-point bounce. Looks like the euro's not moving. Remember, if it comes under the entry, we scratch. We had to take, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 shots yesterday in the euro fund. Up there it is, under scratch. 4, 5, 6 shots yesterday before we finally got the euro. All right, we're out of it. It's just not moving. Let's work gold and the S&P. We've already got a great morning, but add-on rules are in effect. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the S&P an add-on trade. Okay? You can do it any way you want to, but I'm going to go in at 39.5, 38.5 add-on. We're going to go 3 points on a target from 39.5. Remember, the add-on is managed from the first entry. Look at that euro. And I'm glad we got out. It's just not doing anything. If it'll pull back, I'll be a buyer down a little bit lower. Let's see. This is low right here, a little bit before 9. That'd be a good place to buy right here. 4.25. That's my buy. 4.25 in the euro. For 16 ticks all out. Now who knows what kind of trade that is? Type it in the chat window. Okay, let's see. Yes, that's it. Yes, that's it. All right. And don't feel bad just taking 4 points on this. That's a good trade. We've worked gold silly this morning, which is what we're supposed to do. And it's been moving. S&P's moving pretty good. This guy we may as well not even have on the board, nor this one. So we've got 2 markets basically. 2 markets. This one and this one. These are the only 2 markets we've basically got to work with so far. oil. 89 will be the buy. Sorry, that was a late call. 89 will be a buy for 10 ticks bouncing. It's touched us. I don't think we would have been filled. And now we are. 10 ticks on a bounce. If it comes through us, we got to get out. Should get a serious bounce here. I don't think it's going to be good for, still keep him coming, isn't it? I'm going to hang on to it. Not scratching the first time. They're really playing tug of war down there. It's aggressive now. So if your trade plan doesn't call for aggressive trades, you scratch. That snuck up on me pretty quick. Sorry about that. Whoops. Let me get this thing off. We should get a bounce out of it. Not willing to give up on it yet. There's been no bounce. It's trying to bounce. 2, 3, 4 ticks maybe. Here comes the S&P rallying back. I gotta watch this crude oil dome. I'm going to take off gold. I'm going to take off the S&P. Let's manage crude oil. Comes under us, we got a scratch. Still hadn't been a bounce. And there should be. Doesn't mean there has to be. They run into supply down there, and it certainly stopped the down move for now. What we have to watch for is whether the supply disappears and the sellers start winning the tug of war, pull it lower. I don't expect a spike because the price action is just not supportive of that. Nor is the market structure. But he should, like I say, should bounce here. We may be getting a delayed bounce. We've seen these lately. That's kind of what I'm watching for. Ten ticks is the target. We can always put the add-on trade back in the S&P. All right, I'm running out of Patience. Up there we go. Scratched crude oil. That was a big old sell order. We may get the fill yet in the S&P. 3 points if we can get up in at 47.25. It should tag 47.5. Ooh, crude oil's back down to 89. I'm selling 89 in crude oil on a trade through. 52.89 selling crude on a trade through. And we may have to drop this S&P. It just may not have it in it to tag it. All right, down to 46 selling the S&P. 46 selling the S&P. I'll come down to 45.5 on a trade through. Let's come down 45.5. S&P 3 points all out. These will be the last ones, I guess. We may get crude oil at 89 on a trade through. Down to 45 in the S&P, and we're in 3 points all out. 89 selling crude oil, 10 ticks. All right, these will be our last three. Man alive, if they pay off, what a great add-on morning. And this will be giving us Friday off, probably. You could get more than 10 ticks out of crude oil. Could come down to, what, 70, 72, something like that. Pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. We got a very good morning. Let's be thankful for that. Take what the markets are willing to give. There comes crude oil. Break even in gold. Whoops. Great add-on morning in progress. I think we're okay in gold. Here comes crude oil down. Remember, it should bounce down around 52.70 somewhere, but it just wasn't moving, and we could not have predicted this spike necessarily. It may just whip back and forth for 10 ticks. We got to be careful now. We can't let these trades turn against us. So we're at break even in gold. About to go to break even in the S&P. If we get knocked out at break even, well, so what? We've got a great morning already. But this is the nature of an add-on morning. See what we can add on. But then we get to a point where enough's enough. And I know you get tired of hearing it, but just remember, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. You don't want a great morning like this to turn around and start losing, and now you've only got a decent morning or the worst possible scenario, a losing day out of it. And believe me, I've seen people that have done this. They start out guns blazing like this, they get too aggressive, and by the time they quit in the afternoon, they've got a losing day. Don't let that be you. I'm not going to let it be you if I have anything to do with it. Come on, gold. +1 in gold. Make it a free trade. This thing's just hitting right up there. And let's focus and watch the S&P. Break even in the S&P. All right. We're covering on both of them now. We just sit back and wait. Should be able to hear that sound we like so much pretty soon. I may not go down to 10 tick target. It's hitting right at 10 ticks. I think it should get up and re-challenge the highs up there. But if it shows weakness, I'm going to drop the target down to just 10 ticks in gold. These are add-on trades. It's still looking like it's going to challenge the highs up there. But again, be ready to... There we go. Never mind. We got them both. And again, where's Luigi? So that'll do it. A great add-on morning. Most likely earned us Friday off. We'll see if there's any questions. If there are, we'll deal with them. And otherwise, great, beautiful spring day. Let's hit the golf course. Okay, there you go. Every single trade that made up a fantastic add-on day today was called in advance and managed on the screen right before your very eyes. But please remember, every day in the live trading room is not an add-on day. Like I wrote on the video, we try to put ourselves in position to enjoy these add-on days when the markets are moving. But last week, non-farm payroll week was predictably slow with the report on Friday. It was slow but profitable. We said Monday that we expect the non-farm payroll week either a slow week or a great week, and there's not usually any middle ground, and there wasn't. Our game plan was to stay safe and stay in position to catch any moves, and they happened pre-market and one-on-one, and they happened, of course, on Friday with the non-farm payroll report. But looking at the specific markets today, on the upper left, we see crude oil had 110 tick scalp. It really wasn't moving, and you can see it. Similarly, the bottom right, EuroFX, it wasn't moving. We took 2 shots, put ourselves in position for profits, and we didn't get anything. But the lower left, gold, we got 3 great trades. The upper right, the E-Mini S&P, we got 2 great trades. So you add it all together, and we had a fantastic add-on day. Here's the CFTC disclaimer. It's very important, and I urge you to read it. And if you want to join us or if you want more information, please visit my blog at www.chartsky.com. And if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email to chartskytrades@gmail.com. Thanks for watching.
Let's roll. Hey, let's be careful out there.